All right, now we're taking a look at parallel and perpendicular lines. These examples are on parallel lines. So the important thing to know about parallel lines have the same slope. They're the ones that if they were graphed in a coordinate plane, they never touch, they go on forever and ever, and they never intersect with each other. So now we're going to practice writing the equation of lines that are parallel. This one says, write the equation of the line that's parallel to this, y equals x minus 9, that passes through this point. Okay, I'm going to remind you of a couple things. Point slope form, y minus y1 equals slope times x minus x1. Okay, now let's identify the slope. What is the slope in this equation? 1, right? You see that? There's no number written in front of the x, so that means the slope is 1. What about this negative 9? Well, it's the y-intercept, but it is not anything to do with this equation. We are not doing anything with that negative 9. We forget about it. It is not important. What is important is this point. So now let's plug in the point and the slope into this formula. And of course, the negative 5 is going to be the x1. The negative 4 is going to be the y1. So you want to plug in y minus y1 equals slope times x minus x1. So now for this one, I know this is going to become plus 4. This is going to become plus 5 because of the minus negatives. So on this side, I have y plus 4. On this side, when I distribute, I have 1x plus 5. Now I'm going to get the 4 over to the other side of the equation. So I do minus 4 to both sides, and that gives me y equals 1x. 5 minus 4 is 1 plus 1. That is the equation of my parallel line. So see how the parallel lines, it still has the same slope. It's still 1x, but the y-intercepts are different, and we did not need that negative 9 for anything. We only used the slope, and then we used the point. Okay, let's do another one together. So this one says, write the equation of the line parallel to y equals negative 2x plus 5 and passes through this point. All right, so first let's identify the slope. What's the slope in this line? Negative 2. And I'm going to plug in 2 for x1 and 8 for y1. So when I plug in, it's going to be y minus y1, y minus 8, equals slope, negative 2, times x minus x1. All right, so now I have y minus 8 equals negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. I add 8 to both sides of my equation. That gives me y equals negative 2x plus 12. And that's the answer. That's the line that's parallel. So again, notice we did not need this positive 5 for anything. All we needed from this equation was the slope. Okay? All right, good work. And then this is your try it problem.